Say, man, look, man. Your beef is not with Floyd Mayweather. You sitting here beefing with Floyd. It's a fighter out here that's been calling your name that want to fight you.
I told y'all gonna stop listening to old boy. Now he done came out and put his young homie in his drawers on his thing. Is it to sell pay-per-views and then say it's some sugar in the tank? Or is it really just some salt in his old ass shaker?
Davis has slammed Floyd Mayweather as the feud between them reignites once more. Mayweather is likely fuming over Davis' relentless barrage, much of which vanishes from his social media profiles. Floyd has been active on live streams several times this week following the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney showdown.
Bill, if your son is undefeated in the gym, congratulations. Congratulations that you got an undefeated fighter in the gym. I'm not.
That's not it.
I'm the under the light
I got a
type.
nigga that don't lie. I got a nigga that don't lie 100% of the time. Nigga
Ask you a question? Bill,
Yeah.
let me ask you a question.
Yes.
What's my record under the lights? What's my record under the lights?
I'm gonna tell you, but listen, what's your record in life? Nigga?
No.
Yeah,
To it.
yeah, what's my record?
What is
Nigga,
my
what's my
record?
record in life? What's your record under the
The 47-year-old engaged in a fiery altercation with Bill Haney, during which their voices reached a crescendo in a tumultuous exchange sparked by yet another strained relationship. Mayweather remained discreet about his whereabouts. During the incident, Floyd congratulated Bill Haney on having an undefeated fighter in the gym, but he emphasized that his own undefeated record was under the lights. He questioned whether Haney's fighter was also undefeated under similar circumstances. He further expressed his respect for Haney and inquired about any issues between them.
And I'm not talking about in the ring. We're not talking about in the ring.
And I know
Remember
I'm not
this, Bill.
I ain't never been in no ring. I ain't
I've
never
always,
been in no ring.
Bill, I've always
You
been
keep flexing that
respectful.
punk ass 50 and 0. I'm 50 and 0 in these streets. I got love in these streets, nigga. You're 50 and 0 with that boxing, man. That don't mean nothing.
Bill, I ain't gotta get, we ain't gotta have a pistol contest. Bill, I ain't gotta talk to you crazy. You know
I
why?
just pissed a little bit longer than you. What you talking about? We started pissing. You
Bill.
started pissing. I started pissing.
Floyd offered assistance, mentioning that Haney needed help. The other night, Floyd reached out to clarify that he harbored no animosity towards Haney and questioned when their relationship took a negative turn. He recalled their past positive interactions in Miami and expressed confusion about their current strained dynamic, stating that it seemed as if Haney had become his enemy.
You just took an L. And when you and I'm not talking about in the ring. We're not talking about in the ring.
And I know I'm
Remember
not
this, Bill.
I ain't never been in
Bill,
no ring.
I've always been
Keep flexing that
respectful.
punk ass 50 and 0. I'm 50 and 0 in these streets. I got love in these streets, nigga. You're 50 and 0 with that boxing, nigga. That don't mean nothing.
Bill, I ain't gotta get, we ain't gotta have a pistol contest. Bill, I ain't gotta talk to you crazy. You know why?
I just pissed a little bit longer than you. What you talking about? We started pissing. You started pissing. I started pissing. What are you?
Bill Haney conveyed a threat to Mayweather. He reminded Mayweather of their past interactions, highlighting Mayweather's offer to assist with Tank, but ultimately asserting his own success. With his son, Haney mentioned that when Mayweather attempted to negotiate a deal, it didn't align with what his son desired, as his son wanted to maintain control, resulting in the deal falling through.
At the end of the day, listen, I called to find out what is your problem with me, because I don't have no problem with you.
I'm for the streets. Nigga. Do something for the streets, and then I'll be cool. I'm cool. I'll stop saying something. If it was some hellified street that was up around you to say he got us, then I'll be. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I talk shit, but I don't mean nothing. I'm just doing some comedy shit, my nigga.
So
I don't dislike you. It's just comedy.
Bill, is me and your ultimate goal is to help our kids go to the next level, or is our ultimate goal is for us to go against each other? You tell me.
I don't know. I mean, are you helping your kids? I don't know. You know what? You can see my work.
Bill recounted encountering Mayweather's children in the streets and advising them to exercise caution. Given their lineage, he expressed disappointment that Mayweather never acknowledged or expressed gratitude for his concern. Mayweather countered by stating that once children reach a certain age, they make their own choices, and if they disregard advice, one should distance oneself from them. Bill stressed that he has reputable individuals in the streets, and when he encounters Mayweather's children, he warns them about their behavior, emphasizing their parentage. Mayweather responded by alleging that Bill never appreciated his efforts, accusing him of being solely motivated by financial gain.
You dig? You come up in there with that slow drag talking about that 50, under the lights. The lights and that 50, You know that shit don't mean nothing in the street. If you ain't really pushing that line and your kids all right in these streets, you a whole ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? If your kids ain't walking around and they mobbing in these motherfucking streets and they all right, then don't nothing else matter.
Bill, it's not about the streets, Bill.
I said,
Bill, it's not about the streets. That's why you got out the streets, Bill. That's why you got out the streets. I learned from my dad not to even be in the streets. But listen, I ain't coming up in no suburbs, Bill.
Listen, wait a minute, I'm still in the street. Listen, I'm still in the street, and if I see your kids, if I see your kids, wait a minute.
On the other hand, Ryan Garcia has sparked controversy once more, if not he and Floyd Mayweather seem to have orchestrated a remarkable coup in the annals of boxing in a spectacle last weekend in Brooklyn, New York. Garcia triumphed over his long-standing adversary, Devin Haney. Amidst a storm of excitement against all expectations, he defied the skeptics who had dismissed him due to his social media persona. But wait, there's more. Adding a twist of uncertainty, Garcia surprised everyone by tipping the scales heavier than expected during the last weigh-ins before the big fight, initially attributed to weight management issues. A recent cryptic social media update from Garcia hints at a deeper, more mysterious connection involving none other than Floyd Mayweather. King Ray turned to X earlier today and said that Floyd Mayweather gave him the order to enter the fight overweight. He wrote, "Floyd told me to come in over 3 ulbs. He told me if Bill Haney, whatever." Shortly thereafter, King Ray also posted a snapshot of himself and Floyd engaged in a FaceTime conversation with Mayweather, gesturing 3 fingers. Prior to the bout, Garcia found himself shelling out $1.5 million to Haney as a consequence of missing the weight as stipulated in their agreement, yet the dream appeared unfazed by Garcia's extra 3.2 pounds. He boldly asserted that Garcia's weight wouldn't alter the outcome. He'd emerge victorious regardless. Reality, however, contradicted this claim. Garcia's subsequent remarks hint at a strategic decision behind the weight discrepancy. Considering Floyd Mayweather's prior attempts to obstruct the fight, the scenario becomes increasingly plausible. Long before the bout was formally announced, Garcia and Mayweather forged a tight bond, often seen together in Los Angeles. Speculation rose when Garcia appeared to ditch Haney in favor of facing Rayleigh Romero, only to reverse course and return to Haney's corner. Remarkably, Garcia openly admitted that Floyd had urged him to steer clear of a showdown, with Haney adding to the intrigue. Leaked sparring footage between Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney, Surfax, purportedly provided to Garcia by Mayweather himself. Based on the available evidence, it appears probable that Garcia is speaking truthfully, yet this narrative is still unfolding, and only time holds the key to certainty. Meanwhile, Garcia has recently unveiled yet another startling revelation. Following the inaugural press conference leading up to the bout, Ryan Garcia dove headfirst into his social media theatrics, sparking concerns about his psychological well-being. Among many speculations, even arose questioning his readiness to face Haney on the night of the fight. Yet in a recent appearance on the podcast hosted by Patrick Bet, David Garcia reassured everyone that he was in top form and mentally right from the start. Garcia told David, "We had it pre-recorded months ago. I said I'm about to make sure everybody thinks I'm going crazy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Watch, it's going to be called The Great Escape. I have it all documented. I was already planning weeks and weeks and weeks behind. I don't know what made me come up with the idea." The echoes of the Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia bout may have quieted, but the storm of controversy it stirred on social platforms rages on. The veracity of Garcia's recent remarks concerning Floyd Mayweather remains shrouded in uncertainty, adding fuel to the speculative fire surrounding his next move in the ring. Do you find Garcia's claims plausible? However, Devin Haney's mind belongs to Ryan Garcia. According to Oscar de la Hoya, he insists that Garcia's actions are just a manifestation of his newfound intensity as he gears up for this monumental bout. He said it's a different version of him, a version with a chip on his shoulder in a way, and I think you need that, especially when you're fighting the top guys. You have to prove to yourself, especially after losing to Tank Davis. He has something to prove, and he's living it. Garcia's behavior goes far beyond just having a chip on his shoulder. His antics range from alleging he was abducted by the Illuminati to presenting supposed evidence of extraterrestrial existence. He's accused Haney of colluding with Victor K for performance enhancers, posted numerous messages hinting at his instability, and failed to make weight by 3 2 at the official weigh-ins, thus forfeiting his chance to compete for Haney's WBC title. But De La Hoya said he's demonstrating it, he's showing it, he has that chip on his shoulder, and he's like, I don't give about anything, I just want to fight in there, and fight the best, and win. So I respect that the tension reached such heights that allegedly the New York State Athletic Commission insisted on a psychological assessment for the 25-year-old prior to the match. However, De La Hoya asserts that this is merely an elaborate mind game, asserting further that it's yielding results. He said Ryan knows what he's doing. I think he does. He knows what he's doing. And if he cares for a subject that he wants to talk about, he's going to go all out, believe it or not. He is the cash cow. He is the moneymaker now coming back to the tank. Versus Floyd feud this Thursday, Mayweather launched into another tirade aimed at an unspecified cohort of boxers. He lambasted them for prioritizing their appearance in the ring over their dedication to the sport itself. Using his own career as a benchmark, Floyd highlighted the disparity between merely admiring his achievements and comprehending the substantial effort he invested to attain them. Mayweather expressed a lot of times what these fighters are looking at. They're looking at Floyd with the cars, they're looking at Floyd being flashy. Man, listen, I made so many sacrifices, y'all are looking at the end results. He conveyed that many fighters tend to focus on superficial aspects such as his cars and flashy lifestyle. He emphasized that he had made numerous sacrifices, and people often only see the outcomes of his hard work. Even when he was a champion with vast wealth, he remained dedicated to training. Mayweather observed that many fighters are overly concerned with their appearance and living paycheck to paycheck. He added, and when I was champion having hundreds of millions in the bank, I still was on my grind in that gym. Y'all are worried about your outfits, how your boots look, worried about the wrong things. A lot of you fighters are living check to check. Davis interpreted Mayweather's remarks as indirect jabs directed at him and promptly fired back, taking to Instagram. He unleashed a scathing retort aimed at his former mentor. Davis asserted that Mayweather ought not to concern himself with him, but rather concentrate on extricating himself from an alleged hostage situation in Dubai, reposting, "Check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one."